Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be creating a nice fall eyeshadow look using some new shadows to me, and they're going to be new to you. I don't ever mention talking about these lovely, but I'm going to be using the Obsessive Compulsive, and these are their color concentrated loose color shadows. So if you'd like to know what I did to create this look, you stay tuned and just keep on watching. Okay, let's get started. Now the very first thing we're going to do for this beautiful fall looking eye, we're going to definitely prime your eyelids. So grab your favorite primer. It could be Paint Only Paint Pot. I'm trying to find mine, but I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion all over my lid, and I also put a little bit underneath the eye to help hold my concealer and to also help the eye color that I will be running along the eye area. Now the colors we're going to be using is from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, and the very first shade is called Dope. It's kind of like a golden bronzy tone, and we're going to use that basically on the 3/4 of the eye area. Using my Sigma, and this is the SS252, and they do have new numbering, but I'm going to be using this brush on the eye area. Take a little bit of Dope and place it on the back of the brush like this, and we're going to lightly dab the color on the eyelid area. Go along the inner corner and move your way out to about the outer 3/4 of the eye. And then we're going to run a little bit along the inner corner of the eye. Now if the brush is too big for you to do that, you can also grab a nice pencil brush. Will help you get the same effect without getting too much shadow in the inner corner of the eye. Next, using the same brush, we are going to be using Authentic. It's another color from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics. And stay tuned, I will have a full review on these eyeshadows, for they are lovely. I'm going to be using the same brush, and we're going to tap off some of that color so we don't get too much on. So the outer corner of the eye and overlapping it slightly. And then all you want to do at this point is kind of smudge where the two meet. Next, using my Sigma, this is the E35 brush, it's their taper blending brush. What I'm going to do, there's no shadow on this brush whatsoever. I'm going to take the empty brush and just lightly blend out the edges of the very first two colors we applied on. Using a nice circular motion, just kind of go back and forth just to blend out any harsh edges. And we're going to be lifting that shadow upward to the bridge area of our eye. And same in the outer corner, we're going to slightly blend this one out and upward. Using a windshield washer motion and kind of a pulling motion, pulling the shadow upward. Once we have the shadow applied just like so, we're going to grab a matte shadow, and this is going to be a MAC shadow in brown script. I'm going to be using the same tapered blending brush. We're going to tap a little bit of the shadow on the tip of the brush only, and we're going to start warming up the bridge of the eye. So I would recommend starting in the outer corner, kind of using tapping motions, and bringing that warm color all the way to about the inner 3/4 of the eye. And you're going to blend upward and back and forth like a windshield washer. And we're just creating a nice warming effect for the crease area, not really defining at this point. Grab a little bit more of handwritten and continue to define the inner bridge area of your eye, and then lightly make sure you bring out the color in the outer corner as well. Now that we have the definition in the inner area of the eye, or the bridge of the eye, we're going to start defining the eye area using another MAC shadow. And let me make a correction. The color I just used in the bridge area of the eye is called brown script. That's what we use to warm it up. And now we're going to define using handwritten from MAC. And handwritten is a dark matte brown shade. The brush I will be using to create that definition is my Sigma, and this is my pencil brush, the E30. This is a great brush to really get into the crease. So grab a bit of the handwritten. And what we're going to do is create a light V at the lash line and another V in the inner crease of the eye, and lightly blend that color inward. And then we're going to start moving along the crease area of the eye just to create some definition and shape to the eye area. And then lightly smudge the eyeshadow upward, especially along the outer corners and along the inner crease area of the eye. You want to smudge and blend upward. Now if you like a lot of definition, go ahead and grab a little bit more of the handwritten shadow and just go along the inner crease of the eye again, adding a little bit more depth to the eye look. For me, I like just a little bit more, make my eyes look a little wider. And then take a little bit more of handwritten, and we're going to go along the lower lash line. And also along the inner corner of the lower lash line as well. Now I'm going to go back and grab my brown script, and I'm going to apply a little bit more along the lower lash line as well, just to warm it up a little bit, just so it's not one flat color. And then lastly, I'm going to go back and grab the first shadow, or the color concentrate. This is dope. And I'm just going to grab a little bit on the Sigma 252 brush, and I'm going to lightly kind of re-emphasize the lid shade color just by dabbing a little bit of the color on the lid area of the eye, just like so. And then we're going to grab a little bit more of Authentic, which is the warm kind of bronze shadow, or color concentrates, that what they would call it, and go back on the inner corner of the eye just to kind of redefine and re-emphasize that beautiful russet bronze tone. So now that we have that done, what we're going to do finally is kind of lighten up the brow bone area, and the shade I'll be using is a color from MAC, and this is called Orb, and this is kind of like a nice this satiny sheen to highlight the brow bone area. I will be using my Sigma 224 brush, and I know they have a new numbering, but I'm just going to take a little bit of that and then lightly dab it along the brow bone area, and then blend to the very first shade that's connecting to the brow bone area. And you also want to blend in the inner corners too, just to bring a little bit of a continuity and blending from the shadow to your highlight area of your brow area. And just use light buffing motions. Don't have to really press hard to get the shadows to blend the way you want them to. But now we have the shadows on. The next thing I would recommend doing once you have your eyeshadow look is to line the eyes. And I'm trying something a little bit different. Again, I'm using the L'Oreal, and this is the Color Intense Liquid Liner. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I don't know, but I'm going to go line my eyes with this. And then the lashes of today I'm going to be using is the Red Cherries number 218. They're kind of a wide lash with a nice emphasized curl on the end. And then for the mascara, I'll be using my Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. And this mascara gives you nice voluminous lashes, and the brush is very wide, so caution you. But once I get those on, I'll come back and show you what I did to the remainder of my face, and that's my lip and my cheeks. Hey you guys, welcome back. Now to finish off this little warm fall look here, what I'm going to do is use a couple things on the lips, and the color I'm going to be using first of all is the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip, and it's kind of like a pinky brown color in number 2C, but I'm going to line and fill in my lip. The reason why I line and fill in my lip because it helps balance out the lip color. This is kind of like my perfect pinky nude tone for me, and then it also helps if I'm going to wear gloss or anything. It's going to help elongate the wear of this gloss. So if you need help with keeping that gloss on a little bit longer, or just having a little bit of color once that gloss wears away, this is a great technique to use to achieve that. So definitely line the pencils, and I really love these guys. I need to review these, but the Aqua Lips are very smooth and creamy, and they're waterproof, which means feather resistant. So check these out if you haven't played with Makeup Forever's Aqua Lips. Now for the lip, I'm going to use something new. I don't know if I shared this with you guys because I did haul this over the summertime, but I'm going to be using the Sephora, and this is number 5. This is their cream lip stain. I believe NYX has something similar to this and some other brands, but I like this one because these don't feel very dry on my lip. They have a nice kind of opaque color, and if you want to have something last a long time, you can put this on. Otherwise, most likely I want a little bit gloss on my lips, so I will layer this with a gloss. You see, it's a nice kind of pinky tone to wear with a look like this where you don't want too much color emphasized on the lips. Now to give it just an extra sheen, I'm going to add a little bit of gloss, and this gloss is called, what is this gloss called? It's one of my favorites from Smashbox. It's called Aura, but it's part of Smashbox's lip glosses collection. You can find this again at Sephora and Ulta. I'm just going to put a little bit toward the center of my lip just to create a little shine, not too much. Because my lips are nice and full already, I don't need to make them look any fuller than what they are now. Now you're probably wondering, what are you going to put in your cheek? Well, I want to keep them nice and warm, so on this side I already have something on. But what I'm going to put on is one of my favorite blushes from NARS. This is called Taos, but it's a nice warm brick russet tone to wear with this look. So I'm going to be using my Sigma, and this is the F15, and they call this the dual fiber blush powder brush. I like this blush brush because you can just grab a little bit of the color and just lightly dab it on to the cheek without getting too much of an over application of it. But I love this color for fall. Since we're heading into that, it doesn't seem like that here in Texas. I don't know about you guys, but any of you guys live in Central Texas, it is hot and it's the middle of September. Please give us some rain here, right? Pray for us, you guys. We are hot. Places are unfortunately wildfires here, so we really need some rain down here. But anywho, this is the blush I'm applying on for this to complete this look. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Something fun to wear for fall. I mean, this is something you can wear every day. If you're going out on a special date, I think this look is very wearable and not too off the charts. But if you have any questions on anything I used in this tutorial, always go in the information box below and I'll give you a link to my blog where I post every tutorial I do here on YouTube. I will post everything there along with links to products that I did use and where you can find them if it's something you want to add to your makeup collection. But as always, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Stay tuned. There are going to be some more videos coming up. I got some contests coming up with the Haley's curls, and then I also have something new to talk about with you. So until then, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.